What's up, guys and gals, and welcome back to Child of Light. My name is Splattercat, and we are here today in this little cave system thing, and there's a button on the floor. I don't know who installed it, how it got here. Luckily, there's windows everywhere, so apparently we'll never run out of oxygen, assuming that that's what awaits us outside. Ooh, it's kind of dark and spooky in here. Well, when in doubt, I've learned that if it's dark and scary, you should probably just plunge in and go get free treasure. So there it is, free treasure for us, more rough emeralds. We've actually got a lot of things to combine right now. I should sit down and go to the Oculus, and we should probably play around with this crate too. I want to make sure that I place it properly though. So it's got to go down right there, and then we go around that way. Alright, simple enough. Down it goes, and we will swing back down and around and drop this thing on the button. There it is. The button is now taken care of. I don't know what that did. It probably opened this little floorsies thing. Ooh, confession. Oh my. This is the room right here. This is the room. Look at all the gold and everything. That's fantastic. Watch, it's all fool's gold. She's like, no! Why? I think I'll stay in the dream world for a while. I think I'm a bit richer. Actually, no. She's the daughter of a baron. She's probably pretty rich in the real world, too. So we got a major treasure trove for coming on into this place, which is good for us. I mean, we've actually been kind of hurting with regards to consumables and things like that. We had one big bad battle, if you guys missed it. We had a pretty bad battle that hurt us really, really heavily on the consumables end. And so, unfortunately, due to my own terrible playstyle and also the fact that the enemies had a very, very potent combination of spells which just had great synergy, I think we ended up in a spot where we had to burn just about everything we had to survive that thing, because I'll be damned if I had to reload a game in the middle of a recording. So, I think what I'll do right now, there was a door down here, correct? Let's go ahead and investigate this extra door. It may be locked, it may not be. Oh, good. Okay, so we're alright right there. And it looks like it's just an extra little treasure room. Okay, alright, I'm okay with that. I mean, I was hoping that the dungeon would keep on going because this thing has made us rich thus far, but let's mess around with the Oculus for just a moment and see what we can combine. So we can either make ourselves a faceted version of a blue, we can make ourselves a faceted version of a green. I don't know how worthwhile the diamonds are going to be. It seems like getting only one or two. Let me take a look, and if everybody's speed score is like 1, then you'll know that getting 1 point of speed is really, really good. So their speed's 24. So I'm not really feeling like buffing their speed is going to do anything tremendous. Like, I feel like you would need at least 10 points, or at least at the absolute, like, bare minimum, you would need like 5 points of speed in order to get everybody going. And then all the time you're going to be like, oh, well, we're on speed right now. And then the police are going to be stopping us all the time. It's going to be one of those weird situations. She's going to be shaving her head, walking around with, like, Sperry's on, talking about I'm the one who knocks and all kinds of crazy stuff. So, you know what, we're just going to avoid the situation altogether. I'm probably not going to build too many diamonds. I may look into it and see if other players have done it, if they found it to be worthwhile. I'm a big forum goer. I really enjoy reading forums and learning things, so I am going to go ahead and kill all the monsters that are down here just to get the extra XP. She's got a petrify ready to roll. I will probably put in Finn in just a moment. My hope right there is that I just keep fishing for paralyzes. I'm going to go and put in Finn, because I get the feeling he's probably at full MP right now, just hanging out. Let's put him on soon on that front mob. And she'll hit the front one again. I don't think that's going to kill it. If it does, the attack will bounce from one to the other. It'll all be alright. There's no way that this could really go too terribly. Unfortunately, we didn't manage to get a kill right there. They have more HP. They got a tough chin on them. They're a little bit stronger than you expect a lot of the time. I think... I don't know if we're going to be able to get that attack off. Let's try. I think Finn might be able to. There it is. So Finn got the attack off. Even though he's using fire elemental attacks, at least we got an interrupt, and this petrify should be going in for the kill. Up in smoke she goes, and so we continue on to her compatriot in the back line. Shrivel's going to go off first, so we don't have to worry about being interrupted. I love it when an attack goes off just too soon, unless it's my attack, and then I feel terrible about it, and I hate it. But anyways, let's go ahead and monsoon her down. Maybe we'll get really lucky and we'll get a petrify out of this thing right now. We've got a 15% chance to petrify in every single attack that Nora uses, which actually makes her a pretty good character to throw around in this case. I'm also going to try and get some heals off while I'm here too. Interrupted, but no petrify. We'll try for a knockback right there. Good, good, good. And with the final strike, that should take her out. Goodsies. Awesome. So I don't think... Well, it might have leveled somebody up. It's been a while since I've seen Rubella level up, but then again, she's a little bit ahead of everybody else. So I always get the feeling with Rubella that she's kind of leveling up once to everybody else's 2 level ups. I think we got everything in here. I can't promise we got everything, but I do feel like we did a really good job. We ended up in a room full of treasure, and so that seems to be how dungeons tend to end most of the time. I mean, I don't question it. I just kind of go along with the general theme. We also got a confession out of it. And so from here, we have this little puzzle to deal with. So hopefully I can not screw this up. There we go. And we managed to make it. It looks like he was just sitting there like cracking off farts. Like, you know when you go to pick a girl up for a date and you know you got to get them all out of your system before you get there? It seems like that was him in the car on the way over. But only if you've got one of those little pine tree hanger things from the rearview mirror. Otherwise, you got to do it before you get in the car. You don't want to have anything trail in after you. Dating advice from Splattercat right there. Just saying. I'm just saying. Farts may throw off the date. The mirror, I fear it is there. That temple up in the air. We cannot fly that high. Perhaps there's a path through the sky. Let us ask someone nearby. Oh why, oh why. So I'll probably fight him in just a minute after I do a little recon work. Let's have a look around and see what things are up here for us to plunder and loot. I always tend to miss a lot of things, so I like to have a look around just in case. It looks like there was some side of the puzzle we've missed here. I don't know. There's a lot more gears and wheels and things in there that I feel as though we haven't fully explored. That door's shut. I don't know where it's connected to. Ow! Ow! Spike traps, why? Now I gotta sit here and heal myself. That worked out for nobody. Like, it looks like the entrance is right there. Whew, got that off just in time. So how do we get in here? That's my big question as of right now, is like, where does that come into play? Oh no! Thank you for not shivving me, I appreciate it. Well, I still shivved myself on accident. We got 3 more rough emeralds. I don't know if it's like worth it to go straight for pures in this game and just try and get like the pure gems leveled up as high as possible. The tourmalines turned out to be pretty nice. I think those are probably the combination of a diamond and a green, or a diamond and a blue, because it looks like kind of an off-white teal color. Let's have a look and see if we can't figure out the recipe for it. My guess is that it's something like this. Well, maybe not. Ah, there's the tourmaline. And so in this case, I actually do think that it's worth it to try and level up the tourmalines as high as we can. The tourmaline has turned out to be really, really good for us, and the ability to petrify our enemy for 6 to 9 seconds. I can only assume that as you level it up even further, you're going to have a 20% chance, which at that point is just like, why wouldn't you? That's way better than any bonus damage you would ever get. A 20% chance means 1 in 5 of your attacks is just going to be paralyzing them up like crazy. And so I may go for a tourmaline-centric strategy right now. I don't know. Either way, we've got a lot of stuff to cross right now, so let's go ahead and cross it. Got enough of those to make 2 faceted. And so we'll facet those out. I think you can combine them at any rank. I don't see why you wouldn't be able to. So like that right there, yeah, a faceted tourmaline. So I figured that would probably work. Do we have a faceted on Nora right now? Oh wait, I thought she had a tourmaline. Who has a tourmaline? Oh, she does. I've had the wrong character in the whole time. Well, that was foolish. And I know you guys probably shouted at me in the last video being like, "Rawr!" But unfortunately, I wasn't paying attention so well, it appears. Since we've got multiple faceted tourmalines, I'd like to see what the next tier up is and make a tourmaline of that. So 20, I bet it'll be 20% chance for 8 seconds, which is just like a massive, massive, massive debuff towards the enemy. That would definitely put us in a spot where we would be kicking ass and taking names. So since I use Nora more, I think what I'll do is I'll put that on Nora. Her speed's a little bit better too, and I've already flicked that switch. So having flicked it, it appears as though we've given ourselves a nice little gate in and out of whatever that is over there. That minecart appears to be hanging precariously. I can push it. Can you get it swinging? Let's see. I don't think it's picking up any more momentum. I guess not. I was hoping that if you swung it hard enough, maybe it would fall and like give you some treasure or something, or like break a door or something. I don't know. What is that? Can it attack me? No, it's fleeing from me. That's fine. I would rather have it hide from me than anything else. Let's attack these little stony guys, even though I hate them. These stony guys are awful. I'm gonna have... Actually, no. We'll have him drop the nukes first on the wooden guy in the back. And then we'll see if we can't have her petrify the stone, although technically it's already petrified. It's at bare minimum, it's crystallized. But we'll see if we can get it to work. Interrupt off right there. Ew, that landed at just the point where I'm going to have to double defend, which is never fun. I bet he can knock that guy, though. Yep, he's trying to cast something big. And so we'll go ahead and give that the veto right now. I'm going to go for another Petrify right there. 15% chance is pretty frequent, so I feel like if we just spam out melee attacks with her... The other interesting that, like, it might be really cool with the main character, Aurora, to give her Petrify abilities, but then give her Slash All. Just something that I was kind of thinking about might work out okay for us. I'm going to go ahead and heal up some damage right here, and while he acts, we're just going to have him melee that final little tree trunk dude down. Should be pretty close, as far as I understand. An interrupt, but no Oh, never mind. I thought we got it. Damn. And so he's going to throw a defensive buff on himself. I need to restore my wishes. And so wishes having been restored. Still not down. Well, hopefully this last one will get him. No? A lot of HP on that mob. Get some wishes back here, and then we'll put some heals on Nora. I may have to actually slow him. How disappointing. I like to conserve my wishes for other things. Super awesome bacon cheeseburgers. Pretty high up on the list. I mean, super awesome bacon cheeseburgers, or sabkas, as we like to call them around here in the NCE, are quite delicious. I also like those seasoned fries that they have at some diners. Also things that I would save wishes for. World peace, obviously. I mean, I feel like if you get an extra wish, you might as well go the goody two-shoes route and throw that one out there just so everybody loves you forever. But beyond that point, there's not a whole lot of other things. I'm fairly content with life. I'm one of those people. Content. Try and be content about things. It makes life easier. I mean, it makes the struggle a little bit less terrifying, I guess. A little bit less painful. A couple magic potions right there, and a bunch of those little dots are going to fly into this building. What the hell is that? I don't trust this for a second. Some wishes to get some heals off on me and my party since they were a little bit roughed up in that last fight. We've also got a top road right here, but the door is closed. What is that? I suppose it looks like some kind of lever. Let's go over and push it manually because we can. So one of these, I bet it activates the trap. The other one opens up all the doors. We're going to have to do something right here. Okay, so I think that's going to be our solution right there. I had to look at it for a second. I was like, well, how can I activate this with the firefly? Then I remember there was two doors. And that's what happens when you don't pay attention. It looked like there was something right there for a second. It looked like an overhang, right? It appears as though there was some kind of treasure hanging out trying to hide from me. And treasure, I will not allow you to hide from me. There's also a lower layer going on right here. You can very clearly see that. I don't know if that's just the way the level is designed, but it looks like there's a lower level right there. Which makes me think I may be able to, like, drop through this at some point, maybe? Yeah, there it is right there. Oh my god. Wait, we've already been down here, haven't we? Yeah, okay, so that's going to lead to there. And actually, there is no way to get past over on the left side that I can tell so far. So having already explored this location, I almost thought about for a second trying to make a run through that little crack right there. But no, I'm going to keep myself away from the crack today. Let's go ahead and wipe out this little group of mobs just to guarantee that we get some more XP out of this. I think I'm just going to focus fire on this one. He actually did not heal up quite as well as I thought he did for the amount of time that I allowed myself to... Ah, we got our paralyze off. Hells yes. It's almost... I don't know if it's worth it. I think at 20% it'll definitely be worth just like hedging your bets and gambling every single turn that you can get it off. Let's see if we can't paralyze somebody else on a back-to-back turn here. He said after he immediately said he was going to focus fire for a while. Maybe they're immune to it. I bet they're going to be immune to being petrified because they're already stoned, so... It would make sense. I mean, logically. Let me throw some healsies off over here. I'm going to wait just a moment before I allow this to go any further, and I may use up all of these wishes. Oh, the wishes despawn! I never noticed that before. That's so disappointing. Makes me sad. It fills me with sadness. And so we'll see how high up we can get his health before we go any further. I think like 120 should be suitable. Unless he gets crit. If he gets crit, then no, it's not going to be enough, but... Still not down. Well, damn. That gambit failed me. Please don't double hammer him. Okay, good. So they spread the damage around a little bit. How is she armored on that one? Interestingly. Okay, and so the critter is a slaying. I'm going to put him in defensive mode because obviously I don't think he's going to get an attack off before he gets countered. She's looking like she has jaundice. Anybody else notice that? She's looking a little yellowy, and I don't know if it's because of the tint of my screen, but she's definitely looking as though she should probably go see a liver specialist, like somebody that could probably help her out with that. Let's go ahead and send around some damage while we're here. Oh, they can be petrified. Alright, well I accept that fully. But yeah, thinking about maybe getting Aurora the slash all and then giving her the petrify thing, because then you've even got, I don't know if the chance is better, but you're striking 3 times with 15%, and I guess, yeah, your chances are bigger because you're taking more attempts at rolling the dice. A little less predictable, but simultaneously not a bad choice. And so now he's going to go with Granite, which is going to allow him to make himself a little bit more resilient to the attacks that we're throwing out. Hammer Blow is out, and it's going to hit Finn for a lovely 32 damage. Finn is definitely looking unhealthy right now. Luckily, Nora has the first turn, so we can swap in Rubella, who's ready to go with a big ol' heal. And then, who's up first? That guy right there? Okay, so let's counter him. For a stone, I've noticed that their progression of attacks is really, really rapid. Like, for being giant rocks, I guess they're rounded out, so they're kind of like... They've got spheric. Maybe we're on a downhill surface, and that's how we're fighting. We're fighting while sliding like anime style. And because they are round, they get to act more. I don't know. Go ahead and throw out a cast right there. And I think Tumble is going to be a good way to go because as I recall... Oh, they're not weak to water either. Well, damn. I was hoping they'd be weak to something, but thus far they appear to be fairly resilient to everything that I've thrown at them. I don't know if lightning will work. We might try it just to find out. Let's see what happens, unless we get countered. I wasn't paying attention very well, so that probably could have gone a lot better. And he takes a snuff through his nose out of his hatch pipe, drops a lightning bolt for devastation damage. God, brutal. Right here, obviously we're going to get the counter off. Start healing him up a little bit just to say that we did, but then also slow him down. I want to get him into a chain of events where he can't get an attack off. He may still get one off, but I can't promise. There it is, and so we finished the fight. Obviously, after this one, we're going to have to sit here and heal up for a little bit, but I don't feel too terrible about it. We got ourselves some extra XP, so... being ahead of the XP curve is always a good thing in this game. I try to do it. Now that I've played it a little bit and I've gotten a feel for how difficult the game can be on its max difficulty, I do think it's definitely worthwhile to sit down for a bit and just make sure that you have enough XP in all situations to get through the problems that the game puts in front of you. We also have this gate now open so we can speed on down, hopefully dodge some of these spears, avoid getting injured too badly. There we are. And we got a wish bush over here. Ambushed? By who? Oh, I didn't see anything. That's bad. Maybe he was standing and I thought he was something in the background or something. I don't know. I should more than likely swap people out for Aurora on this one. Even though she's not going to get to do anything right now, I'm going to put her on defense. Let's go ahead and use Finn's Wild MP to throw out a Wild Fire. We'll throw out Slash right there. He got countered, unfortunately. And we've got... I keep forgetting they have Counter Blow. That thing is nasty. Taking so much damage right now. I think I'm going to go for... I want to go... Deep down, I want to go for an attack, but I'm going to put in Rebella. And we'll go for a heal right now. It is the wiser option. Yeah, and so there it is. That was probably the attack that would have killed her. I didn't look at see what her HP was, but I had my sneaking suspicions. After seeing how effective Counter Blow is, I may actually... I don't know. We're so far down the tree anymore that it's very difficult for us to reroute our ambitions. Which one are you? Right there. Let's go ahead and slow him down just to make sure that this round of attacks gets off. Just to counter every single time? God. I say, unless there's a lucky dodge right here, I don't think we're going to make it. We might not still make it. Let me throw some HP over here. Refill wishes, because I think this is going to be all that we're really going to be able to do here. I could try and revive Rubella, but it takes so many wishes just to get that done that I kind of balk at the thought of doing it based on the fact that we'll probably still lose Aurora anyways. So what I need now is for her to be at max health, and then we'll swap somebody else in who's at max health. We'll try and get rid of one of these enemies, and this is more than likely due to my own inept playstyle. I'm going to leave myself just enough wishes to get anything else done that I might want to. Let me make sure that I'm doing the right thing here. Let's put in Nora. Nora's going to get an attack. I don't know if she can outrun these guys, though. That is one thing of which I am not so certain if her speed is good enough. Yeah, it's not. What did we learn? God. My sincerest hope was that we could get rid of him with that attack right there. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like it's going to happen. We'll throw out a healing tonic. And past that point, we're just going to have to deal with anything that comes down the line. Probably a good plan while I'm here to give everybody earth protection. Just now kind of thinking about that. Might be a good idea after this battle to swap. Everything here seems to be earth. So we might try it. There we go. Not going to be able to accomplish anything right there, so we'll throw her into a defense stance. And she will just bear the storm right now. Does it sound like there's a bike? It sounds like there's a bike bell. Every time he buffs himself, I hear a bike bell. I don't know why. Like a messenger bell. Weirdest thing. Fortunately, we weren't able to get a petrify off right there. And we'll throw that, well... I think... I will have her throw a potion on her just in case. I mean, I could swap somebody else in right now. Don't think we're gonna get that attack off in time. These little rock dudes are a terrible, terrible plan. Fighting them is just the worst. They're so resilient. Okay, and so we got a lucky petrify off. That'll buy us a bit of time. Probably not enough, but we get 6 seconds out of it right now, so it might be okay. Continue working this guy right here. And then the hammer is back out. Stuck in a circle of defending again. Continue putting deeps on him. And maybe we'll get a lucky petrify over here. And so there it is, lucky petrify again. Unfortunately, the moment he comes out of said proverbial lucky paralyze, he's going to be right up in our faces again. There we go. And so now we can finally break on through. Except for another round of defending. And so there it is. There's the end of the fight, hopefully. I think. Maybe. My only hope is that we get a bunch of XP out of it so that I don't have to heal everybody. Keep using up way too many consumables and I feel bad about it. Good, Rebella leveled up so we don't have to worry about healing her. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me in the Nerd Castle for this episode of Child of Light by Ubisoft Montreal. I look forward to seeing you all in the next episode. Take care out there, everybody, and as always, come back later.